Hi Cancer, I hope you're well. Hi everybody. I'm doing a who are they reading. It's kind of a who's coming towards you, right? So we're mid-March, but we're still going to look at the rest of March for you. I'm going to start with a keyword. See which direction this takes, and maybe we'll find out something about this person that's eventually walking into your energy if they're not already. So let's see for you, Cancer. I'm gonna take pop outs. Feeling. So someone with lots of feelings for you, someone hypersensitive I'm sensing as well. So empathetic, compassionate, soft and sensitive, tender at heart, caring, of course. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So they already have feelings for you. I don't know if you know them, but they seem to know you. Let's get some tarot on this and see. Okay, 2 cards flipped. Wow, Devil and the Hermit in reverse. So they have strong feelings for you, like extremely strong. They feel the bond. And they wish to come out of hiding, I guess, because they might have been like sort of, how do you say, held, not just held back, like literally on the sidelines kind of energy, right? They wouldn't have been really noticeable to you prior, although you might have felt this energy somehow, because the devil energy is quite strong here. But they seem to be ready to demonstrate, or at least come towards you. They would come slowly though, I feel. They wouldn't rush in. Probably because they're quite well aware of their own intensity. So they would probably pace themselves. Let's pull more and see who else, what else the cards can describe about them and their actions towards you, sort of. Please show Cancer more about this person that has such strong feelings. I really want pop outs. I hope you're okay with waiting. Okay, 10 of Swords. Okay, a bunch flipped, like a big pack, but I will keep them because the 10 of Swords seems to need clarification here. Okay, so we have 6 cards in all. So I'm just going to show you quickly. So they are Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins in this deck in reverse with the King of Wands. Then we have Justice in reverse with the Sun. And then we have Tower in reverse with the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. Yeah, quite a story here. Let me get my bearings because it feels like what's coming towards you is someone, right, that has extremely strong feelings, yet 10 of Swords is indicating that as they come towards you, either it ends because they come towards you, or it ended in the past, and then we have the reason why, the clarification. To me, it feels more like current. So it feels like you might know who this person is, and you'd be aware that this is over. It could speak of betrayal as well. But let's look at the reason, like the story behind the Ten of Swords, and then we'll see if we pull more cards. So, you know, there's 2 court cards, and then there's basically 4 major arcana. So this is the couple in question. So a fire sign, an earth sign. If you want to reverse the genders, that's fine. This could be the female, this could be the male. That's irrelevant. That belongs to you. But definitely, probably, so the ending would have affected this person and less this person. You know what I mean? Probably this person ended it with this person. Feels like a separation. Feels like something that's was a harsh ending, actually. It must have felt quite unfair, actually, which is strange. But, okay. It's really interesting, the sequence of the cards, and I really have to show you. So, we have a solar and a lunar energy. This is a fiery energy here with the King of Wands. Both are upright, so that belongs to him. Although there could be happiness in having a situation, and even for the person who has been left. But the person in reverse would be akin to the moon, or I'm obviously linking these 2 because they're both in reverse. Also, there are 2 feminine energies versus 2 masculine energies. You know what I mean? So that would be my first instinct of how to read. One person feels on top of the world for having ended the relationship with the other one, and the one that's been left is much more morose and sad and depressed and in her feelings. Maybe those feelings are ambivalent, or maybe they're not all just happy, you know. They're portraying that there's a lot of feeling here, you know. And I want to say that overall, devil energy kind of set the tone as well, right, as something super, super intense. So the other part that's really intense is just how unbalanced, unfair, it's you can actually see that it's unequal in a way. One is super, super happy on top of his game, and the other one feels absolutely at her lowest point here. The Tower is in reverse, which is sort of, it's kind of, how do you say, softens the blow, or softens the experience overall. But there's still destruction, there's still separation, it's still unmendable. This is not something that can be reconstructed, definitely. But something was avoided in the process of destruction, so maybe something harsher might have been avoided. Meaning, as hard as it was, maybe there was some sort of saving grace or silver lining to this situation experience for the person that was left. As, okay, it's crumbling, but it feels somewhat that I can, you know, probably rebuild. Of course, that would be the natural thing. The ebb and flow of life would absolutely bring you back to have to rebuild your life. So maybe there's something extremely positive, hence why there could be a lot of solar energy also sort of shining down on this person, even if she feels low, as much as there could be some kind of difficulty in, you know, or at least some sadness attached to even the person that feels like they won over, right? Also, you could say that I'm gonna say it somehow, because one card is feels very stronger, in the sense that the devil feels stronger over the other here. Even if the Hermit is in reverse, he's got qualities of coming out of, you know, his isolation, but he's also not at his best in terms of the Hermit is in his power when he's actually in reflection, on his journey, inner journey, and this is where he's actually tapping the most into his own abilities, or just like his own, I want to say, like how can I say, like using his qualities and all of his purpose. Like the purpose of the Hermit at its best is when he's actually solo. Here is interesting. So I don't think he's in his power fully. He's experiencing something different through coming out of isolation and having to probably move on, but in a different direction. Maybe empowered by bringing in what he's actually learned. That's true. But you see what I mean? Like somehow this feels a lot more dominant than this one. So for me, it feels like the same equation here of this person being extremely, I want to say, in control, versus here someone that feels, you know, it's interesting because both these characters are really lonely and usually always stay alone. They always are in deep reflection, and they're both in reverse. Even the Queen is in reverse. So you see how the three masculine energies were all upright and all the feminine, well, not to say that he's only feminine, but you know what I mean. So there's definitely in terms of equilibrium, you know, like there's one overpowering the other. That's a definite. But luckily, because the Hermit is in reverse, I think there's something to be said about the fact that he's taking a new direction. So that's really interesting. I don't know who you are in this reading, Cancer. I'm not sure if you're, you know, the king or the queen, but you're definitely one of the two. So maybe you're the one that left someone, but in this equation, there's someone that left someone, and it's it's clearly indicated who left who here. But the person who got left, taking a new direction, is probably opening up something. So if that's you, please keep optimistic. We're gonna actually get some guidance for that. Specifically, we're actually gonna look at the person that's been suffering the most here. Just because, right? Just to give them a little hands, like a little pat in the back, or a little push. In a good way, you know, like supportive push. So it says, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Okay, so there's an energy of self-care here. So most probably, you know, if you've been left or you've separated, whether you separated from someone or, you know, like I said, whoever you are in this equation, I feel like the guidance for the person that needs that support is to either they have support from their own mother or female figure, or just mothering themselves. Basically a huge focus on taking care of yourself, taking care of your health, taking care of your feelings, taking care of your heart, your soul. So I feel that's super important. But it quite spectacular, like difference, right? There's definitely a power struggle. Somehow it's not even a struggle because one cannot compete. One can absolutely not overtake the other. We can see very distinctly who has the upper hand, but either way, there is like some of a sort of a silver lining in terms of taking a new direction and having avoided maybe something that you're unaware of, no matter what that is. And somehow it should probably kept that way, that you shouldn't really have to know what you've avoided. You should probably just move on and keep creating, rebuilding your life. So whoever you are, Cancer, I hope something resonated in here for you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Please like the video, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon.